Good morning, class 11. In this video, I will explain to you Act 1, Scene 1 of the Tempest. It is important because it usually comes for 8 marks in your exam. Okay, so let us begin. Now, Act 1, Scene 1, the drama, the Tempest, it opens with loud claps of thunder and flashes of lightning and a fierce storm at sea. The sea is swelling and is rolling in waves. And the location is in a ship. All the action of this scene takes place in a ship, and it is at sea. Okay, and then who are on board the ship? They are royal passengers who are on board the ship. They are no ordinary people. And then it is the Tempest. Okay, it is very important because it is the first scene or this Tempest that propels or that drives the other actions in the play. So, Scene 1, a tempestuous noise of thunder and lightning herds. Enter a shipmaster and a boatswain. The storm, that means the storm is brewing up, and the sailors are trying their best to save the ship from getting wrecked. Okay, there's so much of chaos and confusion because of the storm. So enter a shipmaster and a boatswain. A boatswain is an officer who takes control of the cables and the anchors. He's also the one who summons, or who gives direction to the crew for their duties, to do their duties. All right. So now the master is worried. He calls the boatswain, and then he makes a very urgent call. It's not just an ordinary call. It's very urgent because as I said, they are stuck or they are amidst the tempest. And then he says, "Boatswain, boatswain, here master, what cheer? Here master, how can I help you?" And then master said, "Good, speak to the mariners. Go and speak to the mariners. Give an instruction to the mariners. Summon them. Call them back to their work." And then it's, "Fall to it yarely, or we will run ourselves aground." That means call them quickly and tell them to be in their respective work. Otherwise, our ship will fall aground. That means our ship will get stuck in the shallow water. Okay? Because otherwise, our ship will get wrecked. Bestir, hurry up, do it quickly, put them into action, quickly. Now, boatswain, upon the master's command, he instructs the mariners, he instructs the sailors, and then the sailors enter. Boatswain, "Hi, my hearts, cheerily, my hearts." He tells them to come back and join the work, and he tells them, "Brave fellow," he's encouraging them in such a calamity. They are also panic stricken. Okay, and he says that, "Yeah, good fellow, brave men, get into action and do your work properly, do your work cheerfully, merrily, do it cheerfully, merrily, cheerfully. Okay, my hearts, put all your hearts in your work and do it. Yar, take the topsail." He instructs them, he commands them to lower the topsail. Topsail is also known as the upper sail. "Tend to the master's whistle, and you must constantly listen to the master's command." Okay, whistle here refers to the command. Now, talking to the wind, or addressing to the wind, he says, "Blow till thou burst thy wind, if room enough." He says, "You can blow as much as you want. Okay, you can blow your heart or your lungs out, as long as the sea has the space to accommodate you. Okay, as long as we have the power to resist you, as long as you do not do anything to the ship, you can blow as much as you want." All right. So enter Alonso, Sebastian, Antonio, Ferdinand, Gonzalo, and others. They are the members of the royal court. They are the royal passengers. Now they come up. Okay, and then Alonso. Now he talks to the boatswain and he says, "Good boatswain, beware. Have care." That means he says, "Good boatswain, good fellow boatswain, be careful." Where is the master? He's asking for the master because he thinks that the master is responsible for all their lives. Okay, and then he says, "Play the men. Now he talks to the mariners and he says that deal with the storm courageously. Do not be womanish. Play the storm courageously like men. Okay? And then bosun says, I pray now keep below. The bosun requests the Lord to go below the deck or to be in the cabin. He does not want to be distracted. He says, may I request you to go below the deck and stay. Antonio, where is the master, bosun? Now, they are irritating or they are annoying bosun. They are looking for master. Okay, and he says, where is the master, bosun? Where is he? Where is he gone? And then bosun, do you hear him? Do you not hear him? You mar our labor. Can you not hear him giving signals? Can you not hear him giving orders? He is working. He is performing a task. He is doing his best to keep the ship a sail. All right. And then he says, you mar our labor. Mar means to spoil. It means to damage. Labor is effort. You are a hindrance to our effort. You are distracting us. All right. And then keep your cabins. You do assess the storm. Bosun does not attend to Antonio. Okay, he does not call the master, because he knows that if he calls the master and attends to Antonio, then what will happen? The sea will consume them. The sea will consume the ship and all of them. Okay, so because the sea is getting powerful, it's raging. Okay, and the ship is tossing. Okay, and then he says instead he does not find it practical to call the master who is already at work, who is trying his best, and he says that go down. He gets very annoyed and he tells them, go down below the deck, go to your cabin and you rest. Okay, and then you are distracting us. You are a hindrance. You are a hindrance to our work. Okay, and you are distracting us by your idle talk. And in this way, you are not doing anything good, but you are just aiding or just helping the storm to rage or just helping the storm to take over. And now, Gonzalo says, nay, good, be patient. Gonzalo says, be patient, be calm, do not worry, do not speak to us like that, do not speak to them like that. Please be patient, please calm down, do not be so furious. Bosun, when the sea is, yeah, definitely, I will calm down when the sea has subsided. First, let the sea subside, let the sea calm down, and then only I will calm down. Hence, what cares this roarers for the name of a king? It's very, very important line. You have to cite this in your answer. What cares this roarers? That means Bosun is a very practical man. He is not bothered about anybody in the ship. Okay? And he's doing his best to save himself and others members also. He says, who cares about the social and the political position? Who cares about the ship? The face of the storm, the natural calamity, does not care about anybody's social or political position. It does not care whether the king is on ship or whether the king is on board the ship or whether it is an ordinary human being. Okay? And then to the cabin, silence, trouble us not. Silence, be quiet. Do not distract us, do not trouble us. Right? Then this line shows that everyone will be affected. Okay, the storm does not spare anybody. Everyone will be affected equally, whether you are an ordinary people or whether you are a powerful men. Whether you are powerful men like the kings or the courtiers. Okay. Be it king or courtiers, like for example, like coronavirus. Coronavirus does not differentiate between who is an ordinary person or who is not an ordinary person or who is powerful. There's no distinction between Amitabh Bachchan. There's no distinction between the prime minister, the president, and others, and the rickshawala, other laborers. It affects everybody. Anybody can get afflicted to coronavirus. Similarly, in a similar manner, like what happened to to the Home Minister. Now the Home Minister is also tested positive for coronavirus, and Amitabh Bachchan also, and his entire family, and then the others also, isn't it? So in a similar fashion, so he means to say that the straw, it's does not care who is powerful or who has influence or who is wealthy. It does not care about any social hierarchy. Okay, it does not care about who is in higher position or in lower, who are in lower position. Everybody is equally affected by the storm. Okay, so please go down. So please go in your cabin and do not disturb us. Gonzalo, good. Yet remember whom thou hast brought. Now this is also this conversation between Gonzalo and Bosun is very important. He says, he is reminding them of their royal status. He is reminding them of their social and political position. Okay, he says that. But remember that there are important people in the ship. Okay, but do you think they are really important? At this point in time, it is the mariners, the bosun, and the crew who are important. They do not know anything about the ship. Okay, their position and power, they can keep it aside because everybody's life is important. Bosun is a very practical man. Okay, although he makes a very, his remarks are very straightforward and very foul. He should not have made. It looks like he should not have made such a remark to people having such an authority. Okay, but why would we care? And it is true also. A close examination of Gonzalo's remark tells us that tells us about those people who occupy the lower rank, the lower position in the society. Okay, and then who are made to be subservient, who are always, that is entrenched in our head, just because you belong to the lower class or just because that you belong to the lower section in the social hierarchy, you always have to be obliging or you always have to be subservient towards people who are in power or people who have influence or the wealthy people. Now see, now the difference is that on one hand we have the royal passengers who occupy a higher position, a higher social status, who have a higher social status, okay, who have a higher social hierarchy, and we have, on the other hand, we have bosun and the mariners and the sailors who occupy the lower rank. Okay, in general, it refers to all those people in the society who belong to the lower rank. Okay, and then like these people, the lower rank people, are somehow directly or indirectly, they are made to be, they're always made to bow down. They're always made to be, to live under the control of the higher people. They always have to be subservient. It's a remark in general. So that is what Gonzalo and Bosun's remark suggests. Okay, that means unwillingly or unwillingly, they are the victim of power. All right, but this is contradicted by whose nature? By the practical nature of bosun, who does not bother about the king or the royal passengers. So this also you have to remember. Good, yet remember whom thou hast abroad, as if we always have to be live under the control, as if we always have to bear that there is somebody that is there, somebody we have to save, somebody who is more important in our lives. It's something like that. Okay, just making them realize of their social state. Gonzalo is doing that. But why would that matter? It would not matter at all. It should not matter at all, because everybody is now trying their best to save their own lives. And of course, bosun, mariners, and the members, the crew members are doing their best. They are equally worried. If they are saved, that means the entire passengers are saved. So why would he run? He is very practical. Bosun is very practical. He does not want to be subservient. He does not want to be under anybody's control. Alright? Although he is someone who belongs to the lower status as compared to the royal men. Now Bosun, none that I more love than myself. My life is more important than anybody else's life. Okay? I love my life more than anybody else. Then you are a counselor. Yes, you are a member of the royal group. You are an advisor to the king. That way you are very close to the king. If you can command these elements to silence and work the peace of the present, we will not hand a rope more. You are used to giving orders and commands to others because you are also a member of the royal court. Okay, and you enjoy a close relationship with the king. But if you assume, if you think that your authority is so strong, but if you think that you are so powerful, then why don't you take control of the situation? Why don't you take control of the storm? Why don't you calm the storm? If you think power and position really matters, okay, why don't you subside? Why don't you calm the storm or at least take care of the situation? Obviously, they will not be able to do anything because they don't know, isn't it? They are not technical. They're not the technical guys. The technical guys out here are the mariners, the sailors, and the master. All right. So that is why he says that if you so much consider your power and authority, then you should calm the ship. You should calm the sea. All right. And then he says, and we will give up. If you are ready to do it, why are you grumbling too much? Why are you constantly poking us? Okay, why are you keeping us under your nose? Why are we having to be under your nose? That way, you're not doing any good. You're just wasting our time. We're just wasting our labor. Instead, use your authority. Underline this conversation is very, very important. Use your authority. If you cannot give thanks, you have lived so long. Use your power. Use your authority to handle the calamity, to handle the situation. We have been struggling with a single rope to fix the ship, to keep the ship moving. Okay, but if you keep doing this, if you think you can take care of take care of this, then we are ready to give up. We are ready to give up. We will just sit and then you take the charge. If you cannot do it, if you cannot take care of the situation, if you cannot keep control of the situation, just be thankful to God that you have lived so far. Okay? And make yourself ready in your cabin for the mischance of the hour. Instead of this, you can go down to your cabin and you can prepare yourself for the impending danger. You can prepare yourself for your own death. Now that death seems to be lurking in front of us. Okay, it seems to be there. It is just there. So be prepared. Mischance means be prepared for the calamity. Be prepared for your own death. Instead of grumbling, instead of giving us orders and commands and reminding us who is the king and who are the royal passengers and who are not. Right? So if it so prefers to happen. Surely good hearts. Now he talks to he keeps encouraging them, he keeps motivating them, okay, because they are really working hard. So he tells the mariners, cheerily, merrily, good heart, brave fellows, keep on doing good work, keep going ahead. Out of the way, I see. Now he tells Gonzalo, you move out of the way instantly. I'm telling you, do not disturb us. Gonzalo. Now, of course, Gonzalo is humiliated, okay, because they are not used to such humiliations. They are men of royal courts, okay, they are royal people. So what happens is, a person of the low rank talking to him in such a manner, it's very insolent, it's very rude, okay. So that is why, but he makes this remark. What does he say? I have great comfort from this fellow. By talking to this fellow, I feel greatly convinced. I feel I feel, I feel greatly comforted. It soothes me, it comforts me, okay, by talking to him. Now why does he say that? The answer is here itself. Methinks he had no drowning mark upon him. His complexion is perfect gallows. He is behaving very stubbornly. He is stubbornly practical. Okay, very, very obstinate. He is like a blockhead. He does not want to listen to anybody. Okay, and then from this outer appearance and from his behavior, practical behavior, I can see that he is not going to die by hanging, because he's trying his best. He will do something and he will save his life. And then his behavior or his external appearance indicates that he is going to die by hanging. Okay, he's but not by drowning. Stand fast, good feet, to this hanging. Make the rope of his destiny our cable. For our own doth little advantage. That means he says that, please do not change the mode of his death. Please be firm with your decision about his death. Okay, please do not change it. It looks like he is going to die by hanging, so let him die by hanging only. Please do not change this plan. Okay, because fate, actually it is fate and destiny that is in control of our life and death, isn't it? So that is why he says, oh good fate, please stick to your own plans about regarding his death. Because our fate, cannot save us. Our luck cannot save us. Okay, and we will, but through the help of this man or through his luck, we may survive. There is a chance of our survival. So please do not change the mode of his death. If he be not born to be hanged, our case is miserable. There is no, luck does not stand by our side. We will die. Okay, we will die if this man gets around. Obviously, because they do not know anything. And so at present, who do you think is more powerful? Do you think it's the noble passengers, the king who is powerful, or bosun, the mariners and the sailors who are powerful? It is definitely the opposite. It is bosun, the mariners and the master who are powerful in comparison to the royal passengers. So if he does not get drowned, that means the entire passengers will be safe. Okay, but if he is drowned, then they are helpless. They cannot do anything. They do not have any idea. As I said, they are not the tech guy. They're not technologically. They are not technically sound. Okay, that is not their job. So they do not know. They are low level. It is considered as low level job to do like working. Isn't it? Low level in comparison to their position, royal position. So that is why he says that if he is saved, okay, if he is saved, then we are also saved. And there is no mark or there is no sign that he will die by drowning. So if he does not die by drowning, so all of us are saved. Alright? And he looks like he is born to die by hanging. So if you change that course of action regarding his death, then we are all doomed. Then we will all die. Okay. Enter bosun. Now bosun comes, and bosun, done with the topmast. Now he is ordering, he is instructing. They are all working. And then he says, done with the topmast, means topsail. Yeah, lower it more further. Lower the topmast, the topsail more further. Do it further. Bring her to try with main course. Main course refers to the mainsail. It means let the ship be close to the wind. Let us try the ship by keeping it more close to the wind. A cry within that means there is a people are howling, they're crying, and there is like out of fear and danger. So a plague upon this howling. They are louder than the weather water office. May curse befall upon you all. then you all are, you all are even making us, you all are even making us worry. Okay, you all are making you all are, what are they doing? Your noise is even louder. The way that you are crying and howling is even louder than the master's order. The master's orders, and then the stormy sea. Okay, it is even more loud than the storm. It is even more loud than the office refers to, than their commands, than their voices. Okay, you are, may curse befall on them for doing that, because that way what is happening? They are also being equally disturbed. They are also being it's like, that fear. It is somewhere they are also. This is also instilling an extra fear in them. As it is, they are fearful, or as it is, they are they are scared, they are afraid, they are trying their best to save their lives. But still, the more, when they are when they become more panic stricken, and when they start to grieve, howl and cry and whatnot, and then yell and all that, that is affecting them. That is affecting not just their mental state, but it is also affecting their work. That is why they say, may curse befall, or may you all be cursed. This much for today. In the next video, I will explain to you from line 35 onwards. Please feel free to address me your problems in literature, and if there is any query, you can always drop your queries in the comment section below. Okay, thank you so much. Have a great day ahead.